Hello, hello. You know what? While we wait for the viewers to come on in here, guess what we're going to go ahead and do? We're going to go ahead and we're going to get this party started right. We're going to get this party started quickly, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm doing this from my phone again. Let's see. Yeah. Boom.
Mate.
These are bullets all day long. They got the Knight of Pentacles, the Stress. He shot himself. There's the
Family attorney says the 23-year-old died from a gunshot wound to the head, and the manner of death was suicide.
I don't know what he used. I know it's a rope involved. I don't know what he used that rope for. Let me see. The secrets. He's taking the secrets with him. You see the secrets? He's not giving y'all the information. Says y'all don't need to know it. You know? He'll go out with the secrets with the high priest there. He might be found on a Wednesday too. Ace of Wands. So I have no doubt in my mind they're gonna find Brian Laundrie, October 2021. I'm telling you, he's still.
Hello, my loves. It's TTMG, the Tarot Medium Goddess here. Thank you so much for being here. Please do stop what you're doing and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to tell me what you think about what happened in this case in the comments below. And do show your girl some love and share the video. I appreciate every single one of you. It's true. I love you, boo.
Hey guys, so all right, I do want to be quite clear that I am not going to be going on and speaking on this particular person. The reason I'm doing this right now is because my live cut off yesterday and I was not done. My phone powered down. For some reason, I have no clue because it was being charged. But for some reason, once it powers down, it loses all internet connection, right? I'm not in the chat yet, so give me a minute. But it loses internet connection, so I was just, done. I think I get my Wi-Fi from Verizon later today, hopefully. Like I said, I was switching companies completely for my phone and for my wireless on my Wi-Fi. So once again, this is not coming at her. I'm not coming at her in a negative way. I have called things out, yes, but I got to be quite clear. All right, I'm not trying to come at her in a negative way, despite what anyone feels in the situation, right? I just feel like this. I know, and I was told this message needs to come across to her. But all I gotta say is, hold on, let me go to the comments real quick. All right, all I gotta say is, there's nothing going on but the rent. Hey, you gotta have a J-O-B if you wanna be with me. There's nothing going on but the rent. Who remembers that? All right. So anyway, had it been like the 80s babies, maybe to remember that, right? Maybe even 90s. Maybe some of y'all could remember it. I don't know. But that's so true in this case. And I'm just, I would say, comical in ways and stuff like that. At least to me, I got to make myself laugh, right? So hence the title. But I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just gonna be real, with good intentions behind it. Like I stated, if you look at my video from last night, this is just a sort of a continuance of it. I will not be, I'm not here trying to bash you or whatever. I have called out things, like I said, come out of her, that where I felt you're being less than truthful, right? In certain areas. But people could go ahead and we got friends, we got people, we got family in our life that are less than truthful sometimes, right? And we're still good with them. So I'm not saying any, people, they form their own conclusions on you. I myself personally, I would sit down and break bread with you, because I feel like you're worth having the conversation with, and you're worth communicating with, worth sitting down, trying to, help and goal set with, to kind of make those proper changes in your life that you need to take your life to the next level. My opinion, right? But in the meantime, I got to write this down because I got to be quite clear. Right? If you want to be with me. Once again, that's just me. I do stuff for laughs sometimes, right? Don't take it personal. So ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. And that was clearly also stated by one of your subs yesterday on my live chat, right? That they're ready, willing to help you, right? And your family, but they want to see y'all doing something first. You take a step, we're going to go ahead and take a step with you. Take 2 steps, I might take 3 over here. Take 3 steps, I might take 1. Take 4 steps, I might take 7. But they want to see you actively doing something. You want to say it's not their business, but you put your business on social media for it to be their business and everybody's business, right? We have no privacy here. Like I stated, I know you said your husband has whatever health issues that he's having or whatever, or had, where he had complications, urinating. We all have trust me, we all have our issues, okay? People are going through things right now, yet they're trying to find a way to kind of provide for their family, or do their best, and we just don't see him taking an initiative. Not that he won't. I feel like he will. He will come to the terms, right? But I feel like also certain subs and people that want to come to your rescue, that you think are looking out for your best interests, and you love that love. It's good that you love that love that's coming in from them. But guess what? When the love stops and hopes, who are you going to have there to try to help you, to try to lead you, to try to guide you down the right path, right? That's what you need, is somebody to keep it real. Because eventually all of that, I know you're going for more subs so you could get more cha-ching, but that's not, that might not take you there. That might even take you into where you're getting actually more criticism, than anything else. And it may open other people's eyes to say, hey, I might not give because I don't feel like they're doing enough, and they got a lot of excuses. And I know my family's been through this, we've been through that, we've been through all the stuff you said you've been through and more. And we still trying to find a way to provide. Your husband looks like a daggone strong man, and he's able to go out there and work. Like, let us know, what landscaping jobs has he applied to? I did not, five for the week or 5 for the month. Some serious effort needs to be made, because then I know he said he doesn't want to be his family's problem, but you everybody else's problem. Not saying the problem. I'm not saying people give because they want to give willingly, right? But some of them people that are giving with good hearts may be living in a place that's not even, they might be doing, or well, they might be less fortunate than you in certain ways, right? Because they don't have people constantly feeding them change. They're not asking for funds, outside or on social media or any, form or whatever, and they could have just gave you their last. Like we seen you show, and you try to give people some of what you have when you're still asking for donations. I don't know necessarily if that's the best thing to do. I don't know. People who know her channel, whatever, feel free to comment in the chat and say whether or not it's the best thing to do. I know when I've been in a similar situation. I mean, I was good. We had our place and stuff in a beautiful place. But shoot, me and my ex-husband, like this was probably like 02, 03. It was like 100 in the bank, 110 in the bank. And I'm sitting there after the pastor gave a hot sermon, and I'm saying, hey, I just heard God say, we need to give 100. My ex-husband looked at me and was like, you sure? I said, yeah, that's what God said. He said, I don't know if I said that's what God said or the Spirit said, but I'm like, that's what I heard. You need to give 100. And so that was like our freaking last. We had our house and everything, but that's what we had in the account. And at the time, we probably had like 3 kids, right? So we go ahead and give the 100. Why a day or two later, I opened the mail, a check that I had sent out to the police department came back, like to pay some type of ticket or fine so my license wouldn't be suspended. It came back saying that I didn't need to pay it, and I was refunded the entire thing, the amount that I tithed the church. It was like amazing, because for a long time, like I'm telling you, it was a months that they were coming for me, that they were about to suspend my license, and I didn't give. I finally decided to donate it, and they returned the friggin' check. When does that ever happen? So we could say that it was because I believe in my, and me having the faith, and that I would sow, a seed or whatever. So sometimes even when you don't have, you should be able to give because you get that return and more. However, I don't know if it's quite a good idea at the same time. I mean, only you could be the judge of that, right? We do receive stuff back when we give, with gratitude, but I'm just saying. All right. So anyway, what else did I have to say to you? So your husband needs to put in more of an effort. Like he is supposed to be close to the foundation of your family. And I feel like he feels a little bit guilty that you're doing a lot of work. That's why he wants to make himself known in some videos. Yet that might not work in your favor. Because the more people see him and realize that, hey, I think he could go out there and work, and I'm here investing too much, your donations might, lessen. And that's not something you want. You want to still continue to get those donations in while he's out there actually finding a job, while he's actually working. So in the meantime, you have something to kind of balance the playing field a bit. You know what I mean? What else? You need to find somebody. All these people want to do all this talking in your chat, right? About this and that. And don't worry about her and not me, but to other people that are commenting in there or whatever. But yet they're really not doing anything to help you. Really, they're a hindrance to you. I would say that. They're pretty much a hindrance because they're not keeping it real with you. They're not showing you in your life what you need to do to make changes for the betterment, right? They're not sitting down. They got a lot to say, but they're not calling you, going over an actual plan. Calling you, talking to you, gossiping with you, just having random conversations with you. That's not doing it. That's not doing it. You got to write your goals down, huh? Right? You gotta write the blueprint to your future and your children's future and your husband's future future. What you don't want to get caught up in is being in a position where you're out there and last minute you see all the donations dried up and you can't get any help from the counties or anything else like that, and y'all literally don't have anything anywhere to go at that point, right? You don't want it to hit like that. That's the big hit. So what you do is you write a blueprint. Matter of fact, right? You write a blueprint of your future, outline your goals, right? Maybe 5 years from now, 3 years from now, where do you want to wind up? Where do you want to end? What do you want to do, right? You start it here, the map. You write it down. And then you work your way backwards to how you're going to get there. Don't worry about how you're going to get here. What's your freaking goal? Write the goal here. And then go backwards down the list of how do you plan on getting there? What steps you need to take to get there? Right? Those are the stepping stones to your future, to your life, to your husband, you know. And like I said, a big issue for you guys is a lot of, as great as a man that he may be in other areas besides providing right now, right? The thing that breaks up couples the most is it has to do with finances. Finances cause huge split in relationships and couples. Y'all been able to probably handle it well up to now, right? But eventually, when those donations dry up and things aren't looking as bright, finances not hitting like it should, that could be a termination of your relationship and your connection together. Whether he says it is or you don't, that's pressure. Sometimes pressure does make diamonds, right? And sometimes pressure causes things to fall all apart. And you don't want that. So what you guys need, he needs a mentor. And you need a mentor. And y'all need a game plan. I'm just telling you. What those people are saying and whatnot on your videos, that's take it with a grain of salt. Because when you out in the cold, those little words not going to do anything to help you. What's going to do something to help you is the blueprint that you make to write out your goals and figure out the steps, the stones that you need to step on to get up to your goals, right? And there could be various goals. So, I mean, you just need to write everything down. What you write down, you can manifest. What you believe in, you can manifest. What did Napoleon Hill say, guys? What the mind believes it can. What the mind believes it can achieve, it can receive. Right? So anyway, ain't nothing going on but the rain. That's just my sense of humor. But and like I said, I've been in similar situations, so I do have sympathy towards it. However, in every single situation like that, you could see where I was making moves, my ex-husband was making moves, so our family could be complete. It's not time for us to be making this excuse. There's a lot of course, there's going to be reasons to, you might start out at a lower, I don't know what to call it. Things may not be balanced for you where you want it balanced. You don't feel like it's enough fairness in life, right? But you got to start with what was given to you and push your way up. There's people that's been through much worse and they did it, so you can do it too, right? First, you got to research it and know about it. Anyway, I'm not going to be hounding you, getting on you, talking about you. That's not why these messages are coming across to you. I'm not doing this in a negative way, although it might be taken in a negative way. Sometimes the truth hurts. And especially as a woman, me being a woman and saying something about your husband and him being a man, You know, some people might, but hey, I'm saying what it is. He needs to be out there supporting his family. And I feel like you're just enjoying the ride. You enjoy having his company there with you all the time. You enjoy him being there every second that he can to help you with the kids. You got to let that man go out and be a man. And then make a blueprint, set some goals, so that in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, you got him in that house with you every day, however you want it, right? But that's something you got to get to gradually, right? Let him do his thing for now, even if it's less money. Have y'all gone to Craigslist? Have y'all looked in that area? What is that, the Houston area? Did you look up the landscaping jobs? Type it in Google. My opinion. Also, like I said, my only issue and another issue is, like I said, a lot of times in your lives, certain things I don't believe you're actually hearing. All right. But that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. And I could be wrong. I'm not even gonna do this to you. I'm not even gonna do a reading to figure that out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a reading on whoever's in the chat that I feel like reading. Let me see. Hummingbird says, sorry, I just came in. Who are you referencing to? Oh, okay. I did a video on her last night. Her channel, Come Out of Her. And yeah, she has a YouTube channel where she speaks on, well, she's only spoken on the case of Summer. She said it's only, I guess I don't know how old she is. She's probably in her mid-30s, but she said it's only because of Summer that she's either her early or mid-30s that she's alive right now. Something like that, she said. I'm like, damn. To think you only found out about Summer a few months ago, you know? What brought you these other 30 years? Like, what brought you here? And also her statement saying that Candace ate Summer's heart. What else has she said? 1 minute she says Andy ate her. Who else? Blood Money has something to do with it. And, you know, she has no clue who Blood Money is. Yet a couple weeks prior, you would hear her talking about Benny Keys. So you do know who Blood Money is. So I just think that people got to be careful, because you are taking, a lot of people are taking her word as truth when she has not yet cracked one case, not proven to be accurate over anything. You know, she's just saying she got these messages. I must admit, and I said this last night, that one of the names she came up with that I have not heard put out there, I heard her call that name last night, or not last night. It was either last night or the day before. The name Margaret. I never heard. And that's a name between me and my friend in Australia that I messaged her, that I said, somehow, I don't know who this is. It could even be a deceased loved one. You know what I mean? That's a part of Summer's life that's trying to come through. But other than that, all these other names she's getting, Foot Fables and stuff like that, don't act like you ain't see it on Benny Keys' channel. Because, I mean, come on. 1 minute you say the dogs ate her bones and her body could never be found. Then you do another video saying, oh, they just found her. And then a video prior to that saying that she was on a ship. You know, her body's on a ship. And there's so many people defending this. And the thing is, I'm not speaking out to those people that know and want to still rock and roll with her. You should. Like I said, there's something that, besides some of the deception that I see, she seems like a real beautiful person. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. But there's some deception there, and I'm gonna call it out. Because there are certain people. No, forget other people. Forget other people. This is for her. This is for you, Kizzy. Because you need to know. You need to know the right thing to do, right? All right, like I said, I'll have her on my panel anytime she felt like coming on. Could exchange some words. Grams of 7, hey. Oh, I saw you try to comment on the video about Michael Vaughn, right? But somehow the comments were not working or whatever, so you commented on another video. Well, the Michael Vaughn comment section is open now or whatever. But I saw you stated that you couldn't pull the energy, or was it challenging for you to pull the energy too? Somebody has a spiritual block on the Michael Vaughn case, which could be unblocked, you know, but it's some barriers to kind of get information. I have had a lot of suspicions on this. Oh, have you seen her channel, love? Sorry. Have you seen, what have you had the suspicions on, Grams? And once again, I gotta reiterate. Now, there's some people that left her totally alone. If you look at my video, I might put it in the description box later. Exploitation of Summer Wells. There's a couple people, one person named Darlene, she went in full detail about her thoughts on this girl, Kizzy, from Come Out of Her. And that, you know, she caught her in a lot of lies. And, you know, I mean, she said a lot of stuff that I said, basically. But I think she's done with her. Like, I feel like this young lady, she just needs help. She just needs somebody there for her and to lead her in the right way. I feel. I didn't pull cards on it. I didn't try to pull any psychic energy on it. Another thing I felt was deceptive. And that's why I said I don't mind if she comes on panel. I don't mind entertaining somebody in a conversation. You know what I mean? And you're free to tell your part of the story. But she had, I feel like she solicits, not doing this psychically, guys, or with cards at all, okay? This is just my, you know, as a regular human in the flesh type of thought. In a way, maybe she's not doing it, but I would say preying on white people. Ooh, that was a tough one. Ooh, nobody wants to hear that. She doesn't want to hear that. That's wrong, right? All right, maybe I'm wrong about it. But what I don't like is when she's had videos of her moving from one place to the next, from a hotel, I mean, from, you know, her apartment, claiming she was kicked out, which how they're going to kick you out when they got to go through a whole eviction process. Like, we know the law here, right? How is she going to cut off your water and your lights, right? All right, but you want to say you got kicked out. So then you move to a hotel. Then there's so many incidents that happen between you and these different hotels, and you're always blaming the management or the people in the hotels, and it's never you or your children. It's just everybody else, right? Which a couple times, I mean, sometimes it could be other people. But I think those were too many occasions for you not to play a part, right? But what else? One of the neighbors was acting up. Or one of the neighbors, okay, she said that her daughter threw a pebble at the neighbor's door. And the neighbor went and made a complaint to the management, right? And that the management, and went to complain to the management trying to get them thrown out. And I'm like, I'm sure the child, you guys are living there on the weekly rate right now. I'm sure your kids are making noise because that's what kids do. We're not stupid. We're not naive. I'm not going to pretend to be. We're not going to sugarcoat it because you're going to have to correct your kids if you want permanent or some type of temporary residency at a hotel. For all those who claim they love you and commenting, oh yeah, people need to be mindful you have kids. Yeah, people need to be mindful you have kids, but you also have to be mindful of other people. Other people might be going through PTSD. They might be going through depression. They might need a little peace in their house, in their mind. Obviously, they're staying at the hotel too, right? They might have to get up early in the morning. They might be going through a lot of BS that you don't know about as well. So although they should be kind of, what do you call it? Considerate of you, you have to be considerate of them too. We all know that ladies do not go complain about I mean, it doesn't even make sense. You don't even have to be a psychic to figure this out. And more so, I know a lot more that happened in that incident, but we're going to leave it at that. But what I can say is the lady happened to be Black. And so she decided, Kizzy decided to make a video. And I believe that was the first video I commented on of her after my subs sent me, you know, the video. No, they sent me one prior, actually. Yeah, I got ones prior to that. But that was the first one I commented on. And she's like, oh, this Black bitch, and calling her all types of names. And it's my own people, guys. It's my own people. Why would they? I understand you might have had certain issues, but obviously you don't dislike black people that much. The way she was going in on black people, guys. And mind you, I'm somebody, I live and have lived surrounded by all my freaking neighbors are white since forever. When I was young, I live in the suburbs, and prior to that I was in the military, and prior to that I lived in the suburbs, and before I was living in the suburbs, when I was younger, I was in the hood for a minute too. So I have experience. I'm well versed, right? So, but to complain and blame it on a black person, that's you just trying to pull empathy. I gotta call it what it is. I'll sit down, I'll break bread with you, I'll talk. I'm not phony, right? I'm not like Born for All wants to say, two-faced. I'm absolutely not, because I'm telling you right now that I will sit down, I will eat with you, and I will try to help you get it right, because I believe in you and I have faith in you. At the same time, and maybe that's not what you meant, but that's how I took it. I'm sure other people, right? That's offensive, because say for instance, it was a white woman in that hotel room that did that. Would you say, oh, that white bitch and stuff like that? No, people would be in the comments letting you know, like, hey, what you mean? Are you racist? Like, what? She knows better than to do that, because she knows most of her subs are white, and that's who's hitting her up with those donation funds, and that's what I'm gonna call it like it is. Why would you say, and why would you put your people down like that? And guys, I love everybody, even people that come to my I've had people come to my channel where I discuss Candace and Ernie, and if you look in the comments, there's white people talking about white people like, this is why I hate my race or whatever. This is an embarrassment, talking about Ernie and Candace, and I caught that out too. I was like, oh heck no, you are not going to sit up here. You are not going to sit up here on my channel, on my videos, and talk about other white people like that, because the freaking Candace and Ernie, they don't have anything to do with you. You know what I mean? You will not be embarrassed to be your race. You will be happy and have some daggone it pride in it. Like, you will not let anybody lower you to blame a whole race on how someone acts. I understand that there's certain things that we might see out there that kind of gives people different prejudices or whatever, whether black or white or whatever, it's life, it happens or whatever. But you will not go online and put yourselves down like that. I'm talking about black people or white people. It doesn't even matter, right? So she was out there in the hotel, and I had called her on that, and she had did a video, I guess, trying to talk to me about it. She was actually being really nice. One of my subscribers had sent me the link that she was on, and they said she was, was having a conversation about me. So to go on, and she wanted me to speak. She was really sweet, right? She wanted me to speak. She was kind of apologizing in a way, because saying maybe I took it the wrong way. But I was like, I'm not going to speak here in chat, because I'm going to be limited in how I could express myself, and people could take things the wrong way. So you got to figure out how to use StreamYard or kind of bring me on panel some way. And she was saying she couldn't figure that out, so I never got on. But in a way, to me, I felt like that's kind of playing and preying on white people, and I just don't do that. Maybe it's not her intentions, guys. I'm gonna say this. Maybe it's not her intentions, and maybe she was just maybe she's just a little young and immature in that way. I mean, she admits that she needs to grow. We all need to grow in so many ways, different ways, right? So she does own up to that, needing growth. So I commend her for that. But yeah, when you're shooting out a whole race because of what you're doing, what happens when a white, you know what I mean? Who knows? How many videos have you seen over the years of white people reporting black people, right? Like the lady at the barbecue. So what if it was her next in the door next to her? Was she gonna get online and say, oh, this white bitch? You see what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. And nobody would have put up with that. For all the people that was okaying it and saying it's okay to say how you feel and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, some things you might need to stay offline and say it with the door closed in a room with just you and your husband, and you can't like you know, you acting, the stuff that you say, it amazes me, but it has something to do also, like I said, with immaturity in certain areas. So maybe you can't be blamed for that, right? But I guess you can't hate Black people, dislike them too much, because all your 4 children are, right, from your ex prior to your husband, and now your husband, and your husband is as well, right? So we're not gonna, what I say, one thing you shouldn't do is be going live and talking about and putting down races, whole races, your race, white race, anybody race. All right, we're not gonna shoot for them. We're not gonna go. That's wrong. I just gotta call that out. It's said in love. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I know I've been yapping. Oh, there's Darlene. I see Darlene is in the chat. She's the one that had a lot to say. Hi, love. I wanted to respond to you, but I had so much to say in response, and I was using my phone. It was gonna take me all day. So it's like, and half the time I don't have my glasses, but your stuff really hit everything you said. I wish I had it on screen right now. And you made a lot of valid points. Feel free to leave it in the chat right now. Feel free to leave anything in the chat. A lot of times, I'm gonna put a little heart next to it. But a lot of times I read, and a lot of times I don't answer certain comments, not because I don't want to answer it. It's because I feel like your comment deserves a lot more time and attention that I have to give it at the moment that I see it. So I'll come back to it later. You know what I mean? It's more than the 1, 2, 3 sentence comment, right? So thank you for showing up with that. I will put that original live exploitation of Summer Wells in the description box probably sometime today, and people could go to that link and see your original comment. Now let me see. Live viewer comment. Okay, that's streamer. Hold on. My comments are stuck somehow. Let me see. Okay. All right, where's my glasses? Hold on. My broken glass. There's so many lies and people doing things for the wrong reasons, and it's very saddening. Yeah, she said she would do anything for her kids, right? And it's just, you got to provide for your kids, but don't do it while taking advantage of other people. And she said she's not a scammer. That story that she tells in the video saying she's not a scammer, like, I don't know. I'm not really saying you're a scammer, although it could kind of be taken as that. I'm saying you're saying lies. You're making certain things up, and for the clicks, for the views, and for the donations. And I feel like you should never be bold enough to say, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, guys. But certain things that you're saying, as far as Candace eating Summer Wells' heart, you know, seeing them rape her, molest her, seeing the dogs eat Summer, all the stuff you done seen, seeing Summer on a ship, all this stuff. But the real graphic ones, you shouldn't really, in my opinion, first show us a reading that comes true, that you have done, that's accurate, that you have gotten from no place, like no reader has put that online before, right? And then things evolve, right? And then we find out like who's guilty, who's not, what happened or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like certain things, it's just too much. Candace did not eat that baby's heart. Yes. The fact is she is a fraud. Ooh, Graham's calling it out. I always try to have hope for everybody. Like I did for, and I don't mind anybody's opinion. Please do share what you feel. Like MGL, I had hope for her. Even though I would call her out sometimes, I'm like, damn, part of her personality is beautiful. And I feel like if she would just change up a little bit, like Laura wanted my voice to be a little lower. Shoot, girl, I don't know if I say I wish mine was too, but MGL, like, she's never gonna change. All right, it's never gonna be kids first for her. I don't believe that. But I was willing to work with her. But she proved again that the kids don't come first. So anyway, Grams of Seven says a week ago she said she had a job and now she doesn't. Oh my God, did she say that, guys? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even know that. Why y'all women here? No, I'm not gonna say that. People need to donate and help out if they feel the need. She has kids, and I'm not the one to take away from donations. If you just like her spirit, like her conversation, go ahead and donate. But just know some of the stuff that you're getting is not legit. That's it. But yeah. Don't get me wrong. She's a lovely person, but I don't believe a lot of what she says. Yeah. It's almost like that catch-22. Hummingbird says, I love the way you are. Do unto others as you want done unto you type of reasoning. Yes. Thank you, honey. I actually really like Kizzy, but lately, nope, it's too much. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us, lately it's too much, and I feel like a lot of us would sit down, have a conversation, eat with her family and stuff like that, in hopes that she could try to turn in a more productive manner a situation. Just like I was hoping for MGL. I didn't hear her call you that, TTMG, or I would have spoken up. Well, she didn't call me. Did I say she called me something negative? Let me see. No, I haven't heard her say anything negative. There were some people on my live yesterday that felt she was doing that ritual for me and for them. She did some type of ritual to, I don't know. I don't know if it was to send demonic forces or whatever, but she better be careful with that. I actually don't remember what I said. Sorry. Oh, okay. I know it's sad. You said a lot, Darlene. That's what you said. I know it's so sad. She has changed a lot. Yeah. Half truths, not the whole truth. But this thing is, how did we hear her speak about BK? Like, what was it, 2 weeks ago? And she even asked about Benny Keys. But this week she's talking about, oh, I heard the name Blood Money. Like this is the first time she heard the name. Like, it just came as a message. Like, well, you already know about Blood Money, Benny Keys. And then, I mean, the stories just continuously change. Once again, don't get me wrong. I might do a read one day, guys, and I tell you one thing and it changes. And I'm like, nah, I feel a different energy. Not that that's happened, but I'm sure it'll happen in the future because, but for hers, like I said, it's changed countless of times, a multitude. Did she? I missed the part. I am wondering why the husband isn't working. She said during that, and I had much compassion for her and what she said she's been through in life. I could give her a hug for that all day. I could kiss her cheeks for that all day. You know what I mean? And say, I'm sorry you've been through this. But we still got to keep it going. Because we're going to live in the past, or we're going to live in, we're going to move forward. It's challenging sometimes not to live in the past. I understand. We all understand. But if we want her to come out her predicament, we're going to have to make forward movement. She said her husband had some type of issue where it was painful for him to pee. And I don't even know when that was. It doesn't look like he's having any type of pain now, which of course, they would say he is. But regardless, he needs to find a job sitting because obviously he's breathing, walking around. Sometimes she's like, I don't know where my husband is. He's not in the room. So whatever he's out doing, he's out there doing that. He could be out working a job. That's what I'm saying. And for the burden to fall on all these women because he doesn't want his family to help out. But we got all these women out here. They're garnering up, what do you call it? Support, emotion. and all that. And I'm not saying they shouldn't have anything donated at all, but it's like, come on, what you doing? We want to give, but you give too. Look, here, I'm gonna throw out $1. Can you throw out 2? You know, can you throw out some too? Or I'm gonna throw out $3. Can you throw one out? You're not even throwing one out. Why are you not throwing one out? So I can continue to help you see that I'm making some good efforts. You know what I mean? I might have $1,000 sitting right here. I want to give you $1,000, but first let me see if you can work for that 100. But we don't see him doing that. Grams of 7 says, yes, at nursing home she had worked for in the past. Oh, okay. The black bitch, who did she say that? Yeah, she said that about okay, so one of my subs said she took that video down after we had that discussion. I don't know if she felt guilty about it, but there's a multiplication on multiple videos where she talks about people, her own people, and blah, 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 right? But on this day, she was talking about the police came to escort her out of the hotel. She did a video. She said, we were just out there swimming. Me and my family were just out there because they got money because of y'all donations. They paying for big hotel rooms, right? They're not in the Red Roof Inn. They out there at the Holiday Inn. No, let me stop. But I'm just saying, they're, you know, they were out at the outdoor swimming pool, nice luxurious swimming pool. And what happened? The police came and told them they had to leave. And so she said, we didn't do anything. So why do we have to leave? She said, all we were doing was, this might have actually been a different video though, but I'm gonna continue to say what happened in this video. She said, all we were doing was swimming. She said, I think it's because I told that lady, what did she say? Hi, or I hope you have a nice day in the elevator. I think it was a Spanish lady or some lady. She said, and I gave her a hug. I can't help it. I love people. That's why she did it. That's why the police got called on me, because I gave that lady a hug. And I said, I hope you have a nice day. Something to that effect, right? Might not be word for word, but something. I'm almost right on point. And now we have to leave this hotel room, and the police are here. And people are telling her, don't, what are they telling her? They're telling her, well, don't flip on them. Don't, you know, just leave nicely. Oh, heck no, guys. It's not time for that. Yeah, we're flipping on people because what were we doing, you know, if it was me, to go out there and for police to come and just tell me we have to leave the hotel and saying that the manager left and nobody, no. It was more to it than that happened than that. Right? And so you're lying, you BSing me. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. You can't sit there and tell me it's just because you said hello to a lady and give her a hug. Why don't you go ask them exactly what went on and why you have to leave? Right? And she didn't do that. Y'all just saw parts and bits of what she wanted to see y'all to see. Y'all didn't see her kids running down the hallway with water guns, spraying up the doors. You guys didn't see her cursing out the maintenance dude. When y'all see her online, what y'all see is she goes live and she's like, oh, I love this person, bless this person. I'm going to church here, there, everywhere, right? So you just seeing one side. Once again, I feel like, and if y'all on this channel, y'all want to donate her, never heard of her, want to donate, go ahead and bless the lady. I'm not here to hate on her. I'm calling some stuff out because it's a reality check of what you need to work on. It's a reality check. So there's certain things that was not seen. The manager there is a very sweet lady, right? She even got them a discounted rate on that hotel. Yeah, right? I know things. So she got them a discounted rate on that hotel. So she's not just going to kick them out like that. So whatever story came across wasn't the full story. And if you donated, I feel like you deserve to have the whole story. And if you feel like you shouldn't have it, I feel like then, damn Skippy, that's how you feel about it, then keep on donating. I really feel like you should. The point is, the only issue is the deception around it. But once you know and you're okay with giving, give everything that you got if you could to help them out. Give everything that you got if you want to, because you already know. So it's like, it's not like somebody's hiding anything from you at this point. You're not being deceived. All right. let me get to the comments. So, and another thing, she says she supports, and a lot of you guys, I know some of my subs, y'all see the truth about WCIA right now, but certain things with photos and images, some of y'all still feel like she's onto something, and that's okay. You can, I don't know, I don't watch her that long to see. But I know my stuff with the head on the platter, where I say, I mean, she said that Benny Keys has a head on the platter, and I did a video proving her wrong, and I did the video of the lady moving around, and I showed you guys that it was not a head sacrifice on a platter. So for her to be in so much agreement with WCIA, that's reason I say that's reason to question how these messages that you're getting, because no messages are coming through telling you that that lady's lying. No messages are coming through telling you that's not a head on the platter, huh? Like, why should I trust what you're saying after this? I'm saying it in a good way. I'm saying it to help you, Kizzy. Don't be out there supporting everybody, and then, you know, linked up to, oh, I left the message. No, you should have had a message to tell you that her message is wrong. It's been proven wrong, right? I did the snapshots. I did the video on my live. It's proven wrong. So that's not making you look credible, is what I'm saying. Darlene says she acts like she has never heard of anyone. I mean, come on. I know. Oh my God. Darlene, yes, when she's on her channel, she's like saying all these names. It could have been like 3 days ago, guys. I don't know what day. She was like, oh, I just heard the name Andy. Oh, I just heard the name, what's another name she'll mention? Guys, you know all the names in the Summer Wells case. She'll name all of them. She'll be like, oh, I just heard the name Andrew. Ooh, I just heard the name Hunter. Ooh, I just heard the name Allie. Somebody named Allie. Oh, really? Really now? Somebody named, I think it was Jose Roman. So how can y'all be so full to those who still, how can you be so full to think that like there's truth among, or y'all will say, I seen you guys say, ooh, Donna Serafina said the same thing. Guys, where do you think she got the message from, guys? Come on now. Let's put two and two together. Foot fables. And like one person said, who was the psychic? Somebody said that came to my live, because they get messages too. And they stated, you know what? I've always got first names, and I've heard of psychics getting first names or a name. It don't even have to be first name, because it could be a nickname, it could be a last name. But I never heard someone getting first and last name. I'm like, me either. I've never. I mean, not to say I won't ever, but I've never. I know I haven't. And maybe I'm not that daggone good. All right. Well, I haven't seen any others. I haven't seen, has Donna done it? Has anybody else done it? I don't know. She's getting first and last names. All right, tell us exactly where she is. Oh, you can't tell us where she is, because one day she's in the shit, one day the dogs ate her. Last time she said they found her. Like yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before, they found her now. How could they find her when 2 days ago you said her remains were gone? And then the husband says, I believe in trust, I believe in my wife. Some things you got to call out, because you got to make it better, because guess what? If I don't call it out, somebody else is eventually going to call it out. And they're going to call it out in with total hate and no love. You call me and you want to kind of work on something to better yourself, for better goals, to make plans, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to have that serious phone conversation with you, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you do it. I'm going to look into areas. I will help you look for the funding or whatever the heck you need. You know what I mean? So I'm coming from a place of love. It's not a place of hate at all. All right. Sometimes we need corrections in our life, correction in our life. I'm pretty sure I need corrections in certain ways too, because I'm not perfect, right? I have my issues. I'm sure we all got our freaking issues. But with this, I just got to call some of this out. And this is sometimes why certain psychics, readers, you know, I mean, they're not thought of in the best light because of things like this. And say, for instance, you are getting messages, which you may be, because of the stuff that you bring up in deceit. How are we to trust the messages that are coming through to you for sure? Right? Anyway, the lady in the hotel. Yes. Darlene Vita, You know me as 12 Step. Hello there. Yes. Oh, yes, I remember that. And actually, guys, there is an audio out there that kind of tells everything that was done in the hotel. Everything that was done in the hotel. But that's not for me to put out there, right? At least not right now. Or ever. But anyway, Darlene says, hey, 12 Step, I was wondering what happened to you. Okay. True Crime with the Psychic Goddess. Nice to meet you. My first time here. I subbed last night. Thank you so much for subbing, Double Rainbows. I love that. Love your profile name with the double rainbows there. Beautiful. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the family. Have you heard of the person we're speaking of? Double Rainbows? And guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to say don't donate to her. If you feel like you should, because she's still in a kind of pretty shitty situation, right? And I hope that maybe this does muster up some donations. Shoot, I might freaking donate to her. But what I'm saying is, at the same time, I'm calling out deception. Maybe if she could have promised to stop this evening, I might decide to take this video down in a week or two. Who knows? But anyway, but yeah, I heard about that. The water guns. Yes. Yeah. Sure enough. And trust me, there's a lot of other stuff and information out there about what was going on in the hotel that people are not aware of. Is that the lady hugged and gave money to? Is that the lady she hugged and gave money to? Oh, she I don't know who that is. I think that's just somebody she saw outside. She needs to be careful though, because she needs money for her family. But at the same time, we do know when you give, you receive. But hey, people might be giving their last. People might be giving their last to you, and you don't know how long these donations going to hold up. So you got to be mindful. You have children. Darlene Vita says, everybody, that lady don't have children. You have children. Darlene Vita says, everybody ignores is real mean to me in WCIA. Do you think WCIA is fake too? I don't know if you just, all right, so you're talking to Darlene, but I don't know if you heard what I said on WCIA, and I have a couple videos on WCIA. Yeah, there's stuff that's proven wrong, like I've proved wrong. Check out the video on Benny Keys talking about, is he doing black magic or whatever, because it discussed the video that she did on Benny Keys, and she actually came to my video saying, well, not that video, but another video I did on her after, saying that she was going to report me to YouTube. Good. Report me. I'll report you. Let's play that game, And also, then Benny Keys could report you for always using his face and putting, accusing him of this madness. So I don't know about the pictures because I'm not really paying attention to the pictures, but from the videos I've seen, all that's fake. The pictures, she could have broke down more stuff. I don't know. Darlene 12 Steps, she is one of them. That's me and my, oh gosh. Oh my God, it's harsh on here. I'm known to be harsh sometimes. Oh, hey, harsh guys. You guys, make sure you subscribe to his channel. I didn't give him his official apology, although, because he was on my, I don't know if you're still in the chat, because I talk a lot. So he was on my video, Exploitation of Summer Wells. I felt like he was the least person that needed to be on there. Like, because he's not, he does a damn good job. And I say this harsh and I freaking mean it. This guy is a damn pro, at editing, at media, we all could grow. You know what I mean? Because I'm okay too. I'm not too bad, harsh, even though you don't see me doing much over here, but I know how to. Okay, a little something. But I don't put in the time that you put in. But for you, it's second nature. And he's very articulate. He's very intelligent. He's an awesome presenter. He's just amazing at what he does. So the only thing I had said about him, I got to do another video, apologize. Maybe I'll just put it in the community or whatever when I get ready. But what I was saying is, I feel like all of us YouTube creators, and I'm okay with whatever he argues, whatever he says. I feel like he's totally right. I have nothing to go against what he said. He already explained himself. If y'all look at the video in the description box, in the comment section of the exploitation of Summer Wells, he goes ahead and he defends himself pretty well, right? And thank you for still being here and communicating with me through that, Harsh, right? I appreciate it. But I was just saying, I feel like all the energy that we put in as YouTube creators, this is taking time out of what we could be doing to make money. So if somebody wants to donate, or finally make certain, what do you call it? Monetization or income off of YouTube, to make it. But his point is, a lot of his money, or all of it for right now, was going towards getting kids computers and laptops and blah blah blah. But my thought was, yeah, but what if you reach like 1 million subscribers? No, like after a while, you're gonna have so much in excess, like you're gonna wind up keeping some of that. Come on now. But it's not his job or my business to ask. And I understand he makes a lot of money already. He's right, he's fine financially already. But I don't know. Maybe everybody else pissed me off, Harsh. I apologize, honey, because you're amazing, and I salute you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your work and everything you put in. I was just saying, me personally, and I know you explained it. You don't have to explain yourself again. But I'm like, don't say that we're not going to take a penny from Summer Wells, because all y'all up here talking or whatever, not that we're not taking advantage of the case, and we're not taking it from her, but I feel like we deserve money. We deserve whatever donations we get or whatever monetization we get. And Harsh is going to get a hell of a lot because he's damn good. And he's just saying a lot of his money, especially in the beginning, that's going towards supporting kids and supporting. He said he did a whole video on it, guys. I got to share that video. So he explains where his money is allotted to. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Harsh. You probably got subs. I know your subs are mad at me, Harsh. They probably was cursing me out. I probably got some unsubscribers for that. Harsh, love your channel. Yes. Thank you. I love your channel. See, everybody loves Harsh. See, Harsh, I probably got myself in trouble. I had people unsub me and everything. But he is, what I would say, out of who I was speaking about in the video, he is like the most honest. Not saying the most honest, like, oh, well, that he's not honest. No, they're not. I'm just saying guys, he's just amazing. That's it. All right, so maybe I was drinking too much tea that morning. Okay, I sure will, Psychic Goddess. Okay, Darlene says, I know that, and I left her a long, nice message. Darlene says, I think she is just finding random pics. She is not channeling those pics. I mean, come on. Yeah, I feel like that too. And she might even be editing those pics. Do you think she's editing? Yeah, no problem. Thank you for forgiving me, Harsh. Harsh is a sweetheart and gives everyone a chance. Yeah. What did he say when he was upset and he wrote back in the comments? He was like, this will be the last time I will grace your channel. I was going to say, oh no, I was hoping you would come back though. No problem at all. But I do know he is for the kids, and he has a lot planned for the children. So I will share the link. I mean, I don't need to share because I guess you guys are all members, but I'm going to share it anyway when I get a chance. Exactly. Nothing wrong with monetization. Exactly. We want you to treat yourself. You better use some of that money, Harsh. I'm upset. You better go to Applebee's. Don't take it out of your $1 million account. Take it out of your YouTube account. They all good. They know we welcome everyone. Mm-hmm. Yes, Harsh keeps it. I am thinking she might be promising stuff. I don't know. Not sure, but she is no good for me. Yeah. I don't know if Harsh, I wonder if Harsh ever checked out WCIA. Harsh, have you ever checked out or heard of WCIA? She was saying Benny Keys had a head on a platter and was sacrificing a head on a platter. And I went and did a video and I showed her, I mean, you know, I showed people that it was actually a lady walking around. It was not a sacrifice on a platter. Yes, she'll pull 200 people viewing her channel, you know, at one time, or maybe 100 viewing it at one time. And I'm like, are you really going to stay here and watch this nonsense? She just sees shit that ain't there. But maybe, yeah, maybe she feels she's telling the truth, right? I feel like she feels she might be telling the truth, because on a 5-hour live of Benny Keys, she gave the exact timestamp that you can go see that quote unquote head on the platter, and there was no freaking head on the platter. All right, so I'm gonna get off here shortly, but I want to discuss something with Harsh real quick, guys. So Harsh, I have some a team that does underwater searches and stuff like that, that maybe we could do a live with or something like that, because they are very much interested in the Michael Vaughn case. They're interested in a lot of different cases, and I feel like he's in the water, and I think we could kind of, you know, make something happen with that. They're more than happy, more than willing. I don't know. So just let me know what you think. But I feel like they're going to be good contacts for you to have as well in the future for any cases that that you may be working on, I may be working on, or whatever. Yeah, 100%. Okay. And you can also email me anytime. My email is in the description box, I think. If not, it's on About Me, you know. And you can contact me also by phone. Let's see. I can't speak to the weasels. I can speak to the weasels too. Oh yeah, oh my God. Nicole and the Twitter weasels, guys. Nicole and Crystal were here, and they did a 5-hour live on Michael Vaughn. And this is why I cannot stand. All right, before you get off, I got to talk about Boring for All. I know I said it a lot in the chat. Maybe I'm being petty. Maybe I shouldn't be upset anymore. But no, he disrespected me, right? Like I said. But I did a 5-hour live. Justin from Justice for All, he comes on my channel and he comments and he says, "Oh, great job on that interview with them. That was great content." And he was like, "Oh, it's nice to see a beautiful African woman doing true crime, right?" And then a few weeks later, I'm on MGL. MGL has me on her channel, and we're talking for 4 or 5 hours on Summer Wells. Then we start talking about Michael Vaughn, and then I asked her, you know, would you like me to have Crystal and Nicole? I told her about Crystal and Nicole. I said, would you like me to ask them to come on panel? So she said, yeah, why not? Go ahead. So I messaged Crystal and I messaged Nicole, and they said, yep, we're jumping on right now. They got on, and immediately Justin came and said that I was trying to throw a smear campaign for Brandy. I'm like, that's funny. A few weeks ago, you just stated that, you know, my interview was the best thing since sliced bread. I think he was just trying to get me off panel because because he was jealous that Molly, you know, Marissa was having great, intelligent, delightful conversation with me, you know. And then he decided, and I told Marissa, I told Molly Golightly, I said, hey, there's some negative things that I said about you, because I felt when you were in Tennessee that I said I was rooting for you. I love your personality. You're from Jersey like me. You know, we have a lot of things in common. We're from the same area, a lot of things in common. But I said I felt like you were doing a little bit too much dramatics and like holding people in suspense and doing a whole circus when you were in Tennessee. And I felt like that wasn't the time for that. I felt like you do that when you come back home. Go ahead and entertain your subscribers. But in the meantime, while you're out there, focus on Summer Wells, right? Don't do the drama. So I told her this. She said she was fine with it. It's okay. So Born Fall decides to go delete his comment that he wrote on where Crystal and Nicole did that 5-hour interview with me on Michael Vaughn. He deleted his comment saying how much he adored my content and my whatever. And then he went and found where I stated I was speaking negatively about Molly, even though I said tons of amazing things about her too. And he went ahead and caught me two-faced and insane and blah, blah, blah. Try not to hear what the red flags we were calling out. He disrespected Nicole, right? He disrespected Crystal during the live. Had people start calling her during the live, went in the comment section after me and Molly are talking for 5 hours and tells her to, to cut us off. And so instead of Crystal and Nicole being able to share with them a video and content and audios, right? Audios with speaking directly to Brandy, they were cut off. They were not heard because of Born for All. That's why I'm like, he's not down for the kids, because if he was down for the kids, sorry for talking so much, guys. I'm about to end in a minute, George. But if he was down for the kids, he would have put the kids first. Me and Molly could have squashed that after. You know what I mean? I could have said, hey, Molly, I love you. I love your personality. I always say that. Watch every one of my freaking videos. But then I say you're doing a little bit too much. You're making this a circus. You're taking focus off of Summer. And you were. But that's not the time for debate about that, because it wasn't about me. It wasn't about you. It's about Summer Wells and Michael Vaughn during that time. Everything else could be addressed after. But she let Born for All come and manipulate the conversation. And guess what? Born for All did recently. He knows that I'm a member of a sub and a mod of Miss Williams' channel, House of Williams. And we know House of Williams already called him out on the bullshit that he did to me when I was on MGL's channel. He had a whole 2-hour live on it. It was called, I think it was Justice for All versus the Psychic Tarot Goddess or whatever on an MGL or whatever. I forget, something like that on the House of Williams channel. Y'all go back to his videos and view it. And he called Born for All out. And then many times after and before, right? Mallory Williams, right, at the House of Williams, spoke negatively and called Justin out a multitude of times. Guess who was on House of Williams live yesterday speaking? Born for All. And me being a mod, I was halfway ready to put him into place. No, now you're in my territory. I understand and I respect it's the House of Williams here, okay? But you thought and felt it was okay to do that to me while you were a mod on MGL's channel, and you don't feel like it should be any payback here? When you have people in the chat disrespecting me and turning against me, all of them, so many of them were saying how much they loved me and they loved my conversation prior, right? But you went out your way to cause division when we were speaking about the children. And you got some nerve. And then to say, hold on, guys, I'm almost done. Harsh, I'm sorry, and I hope you're still here. I know you don't like long lives. You say it all the time. That's why you keep yours short and sweet. And I wish I could be like you. They're 5-10 minutes long, and they have everything in it. That's why you guys need to subscribe to Harsh Reality's channel. Because I'm telling All right, guys. It said my I'm sorry. It said I was overheating. My technology was overheating, so I unplugged it. But he even docs J for all. Even docs harsh reality. He put his information out there. And he put his son at risk, right? And I mean, you guys check out Harsh Reality's community channel because he discussed it in there as well, and I believe he discussed it in a video. And then Justin wanted to act like he didn't know or he didn't get the emails. He lied. He lied. I seen when I should go back and research because when Justin was talking about the Jose incident or Jose interview and he brought up Harsh Reality, he wound up saying that, hey, you guys could go to his channel and what he say? I forget the word that he used. But basically kind of go taunt him if they wanted to. He said, hey, I'm not going to stop you from doing it. At first he said, oh, I'm not going to tell you to do that. But he changed up because somebody said something in the comments and he changed up. And he said, yeah, y'all could go over there and do that if y'all want. So he know he had it out for Harsh. Stop lying. Now he wants to kind of play nice with him when he sees him in Bullhorn Betty's live. Like, oh, Harsh. Oh, hey, Harsh. Oh, I didn't know. No, you know you doxed him. And you know what doxing did when Chris McDonough wind up doxing this guy from Twitter saying he's Brian Laundrie. You know that guy almost got killed. People went to this man's house with guns because Chris McDonough doxed him and put his information out there, right? It was a threat to the guy's life because they're believing it's Brian Laundrie. So imagine if the same thing happened to Harsh because of Justin's irresponsibility, right? Imagine if the same thing happened to Harsh. He has a son to protect. He has children to protect. I mean, it's not funny here. You don't go doxing people on social media and now want to pretend that it was just a misunderstanding. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I was there. I heard when you told him to go to his channel to kind of troll him. The word was not troll. I forget the word you used, but that's what you were saying. And also, Mallory Young, who's on his channel, I modded the channel. She was the first, I first modded her here, as she always says, and then a lot of people decided to mod her on their true crime channels as well. Now, he had blocked Mallory. He would act funny with Mallory. He saw her on some live recently, and he wanted to kiss up to her, and he wound up unblocking her. No, and he calls me Two-Face? No, he's the two-faced bastard. I tell stuff the way it is. Just like I was talking to you guys about Kizzy, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm calling her out on stuff, but I think if y'all see me in a video giving her love, that's because she needed that love, because that's because she needed that hug, because that she needed somebody to still care for her, regardless of things that are deceptive, whatever. I'm not going to be fake and phony, guys. I'm going to let you know. If she comes down my path and I see her, I'm sure to give her a hug, and I'm sure to give her love, because I'm still going to believe in her and have faith in her. I'm just letting you and calling it like it is. That's it. All right, so anyway, let me see. I think we might have lost Harsh. Harsh don't do his lives more than 5 minutes, so I know mine's is ridiculous. We all in my Discord, guys. Join Harsh's Discord. The reason I didn't join yours yet, because I know you told me about it, was because I have a lot of stuff going on, and my mind's everywhere. I'm kind of overwhelmed, and I just get on here and there. And I was trying to get on there when I had more time to focus, which was going to be probably the second week of June or whatever. But I'm definitely going to be on there, guys. Make sure y'all check out Harsh and subscribe to his Discord. You can join my Discord. Yep. Okay. I am going to rejoin with permission, Harsh. Yes. Okay. I promise no drama. Sometimes drama happens. Guys, the only person I'm saying I have no dislike for anyone. The only person I have dislike for is Justin. He owes me an apology. He owes me a public apology, and I don't even know if I'll accept it after. You know who said I would accept it, and they were right? The House of Williams. Miss Mallory Williams. She said that I would accept it because she knows me. When she went to call Born for All Out, she said, I know her, and she seemed like the person that would definitely be like, all right, I forgive you. But he hasn't come to me with any apologies. Feel like I would really need more at this point. You don't do people like that. We was up there talking about the children. Darlene says, all right, y'all have to go. All right, Have a good day, Darlene. We summing it up now, and that's putting it nicely, Harsh. You have a terrific rest of your day. Nice to meet you, Hummingbird. Laugh out loud. It's nice to see Harsh in a on a live chat because I've never even seen him in one. I've got my subs have told me that you've been in Benny Keys, and I think it was that day or the next day people were calling you out for being a Benny Keys lover. And like I said, even on my videos with Benny Keys, I had a lot of good to say about him. There's some things where I was negative, and that was just because I was why was I negative? I was negative because he was talking about Born for All, and then Born for All had the nerve to treat me like that. I should have kept my mouth shut. Me and Benny probably would still, we would be cool. He used to throw my stuff when I came to his channel. He would throw my statements up on the screen because I believe he was connecting to it. It's after he saw the couple videos where I was calling him out for how he treated Born for All that things changed. Anyway, you as well. All right. Thank you for being here. I always watch his harsh opinion. Yes, I was gonna write on his channel yesterday. I started to write a couple times that we are waiting to hear what you have to say about Jose Roman, right? Because I was ready to share it. So I just shared that today. Girly Girl from Florida says, I watch Kizzy's channel. She says she loves to cook. Maybe she should her channel to a cooking channel. Yes, they said they have food stamps. Yes, they should apply for Medicaid, cash, and WIC and counseling. Yes, see, and that's what she needs. She needs somebody like you. So that's what I'm here for, Kizzy. It wasn't really, I'm not trying to bash you, right? Even though I'm like singing, ain't nothing going on but the rent. Hey, you gotta have a J-O-B. Because I'm just silly like that, right? Like I said, that's why I totally get Molly. But it's not time to be silly when we're talking about missing children. So that's when I do not get her. So anyway, I feel like there's a lot that you guys could do that could kind of really change your channel if you watch this to the end, Kizzy, or your life and your husband's life. What I say, a lot of times it comes out hard and rough. It comes out almost harsh, but it is said in love. And maybe that's me. Maybe I don't know how to say stuff in the most beautiful, eloquently subtle way, but I'm trying to say stuff in a way for reality checks. So what's needed gets done. What's needed gets done. What you need, I believe, is a brainstorming team. Have people get together, whether you create a Discord or some type of whatever, and they pull out a blueprint for you. Not just one blueprint, but multiple, depending on what you want and based on what you want to do for the future. All right, is Harsh here, or did he check out already? So what you need is people working in your favor. You don't need to delete their messages when they're trying to give you different avenues of help because you're trying to receive it a different way. Just take heed to everything people got to put out there for you because it may make the difference that you really need. Thank y'all for being here. I love all my subscribers. Have a beautiful day.